Hi everyone, Lisa here from Four City Stitching. Hope everyone had a good week. As you can see, my voice is a bit better. It is early in the morning. Well, it's 9:30 in the morning. So that has a lot to do with it. If it's later in the evening, it's not so great, but definitely better than last week. Thank you everyone for your well wishes. I did go to the doctor on Wednesday because I had said to myself, if it's still not better after the long weekend, then I should go back to the doctor. So I did that. He said my lungs sounded okay, and that I'll just give it a couple more weeks, and if it's still not better, then he can refer me to an ENT. Well, I already have an ENT, and he's not the easiest to deal with, so I'm glad that I seem to be moving in the right direction now. So fingers crossed we keep it that way. Still haven't been to running group. It is really nice and sunny today, but it's still pretty cold, and I just didn't think I should go out when it's just so cold for my throat and my lungs. So I'll go for a walk later this afternoon after it warms back up. But then this week it's actually going to be pretty warm. So fingers crossed I'll get back out there soon. Might be a mistake that I didn't bring any water in, but let's see how we do here. All right, so I actually have 4 finishes, 3 cross stitch, and then 1 knitting. So that's exciting. So let's get started with those, shall we? So my first finish is Merry Christmas. Excuse me. By Stitching with the Housewives and Priscilla Blaine. Saw that one last week, and I said, oh, there's not very many stitches left, and there wasn't. So that is done. Another one, Jack, Pineberry Lane, I believe. I am not sure if I will do, there's 4 cats, so the pattern is called Cats and Jack. Not sure if I'll do any of the other patterns that are in there, but I've kept all the thread there, like in with the pattern, so I can make that decision. So that's done. And then last night I finished You Know Dasher by Helen D. And then, sure you guessed it because this is the only knitting that you've seen, finished my hat. Put it on for a little demonstration. Looks nice and warm. So I made this one the large size. When I showed my mom when I was in progress, she thought it looked pretty big, but I think it fits okay. I did measure my head and take that into account. Crazy that I would actually do that, right? But yeah, I was happy with how the top turned out. So you kind of whip stitch the brim up, right? Because it was really long. And that turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to. I was really worried that I wasn't going to be able to follow along on the instructions with that. You can see this kind of wonky area here. It's kind of where everything started and stopped, but you don't notice that one. Because then you flip up the brim again. maybe. Right, and then that's what your hat looks like. So you don't even see all that whip stitching. So pretty happy with how that turned out. Now I need to get myself some more fancy yarn and figure what else I want to make. But yeah, no, I think this will be really warm. So this is a worsted weight yarn. I could definitely see if you don't want something quite as warm, you could probably do just a fingerling, especially since this brim rolls up so many times, and that will keep your ears warm, right? So, but yeah, happy with that. I will definitely make that pattern again. All right, stitching. So Monday was a holiday, so we got a lot done. You saw 2 of my projects from Sunday, and then after I filmed, I worked on Dancer from Barbara Anna from the Punch Needle and Permanent Stitcher magazine. That one. And I think I filled in the brown on either side of his face. That's done. Or that's what I did on that. Not done. Alright, I stitched on 4 things on Monday. I was trying to get caught up on our travel group. Worked on Gingham Greetings. I stitching with the housewives. Worked on the red there on the truck. Yep. This is Under the Mistletoe by Stitch with Coffee. She has so many cute kitty patterns. There's a lot of floss in it, just fell everywhere. Let's just pick those up. I got it all. So that's how that one's looking. I needed to stitch on something with decorations, so focused on the decorations there. Under the Sea came out a couple times. This is a really good one for different stitching prompts. You would have seen this last week too. No, you maybe didn't. I'll find the picture. Under the Sea by Frosted Pumpkin. The sun's really shining through that. But you've all seen that before. I worked mainly on that dolphin. So that's where that one's that is where that one's at. And Dream of a Winter Garden. By Modern Folk Embroidery. And I just filled in this tree. That tree and a lot of stitches. So that middle tree's done now. I'm thinking of maybe using the color Honeymoon that's in the Valentine's box for those birds, because I really want blue birds. So the birds probably won't be until the end. Well, not much more because you've already seen all the finishes. Kringles. You all know what Kringles look like, right? Kringles by Little House Needleworks. I worked on that room down here. Added in those dolls because I needed to stitch on something with dolls. So those got added in. Yeah, that's how Kringles is looking. And this is all messed up. And then yesterday I worked on Reaching Skyward. You all know what Reaching Skyward looks like, so I'm not going to try to find the cover because mine's not going to look like the cover anyway, because I'm doing a combination of the different options. Because why would it be easy? So there's Reaching Skyward, and I worked down here. So that's looking really good. The Whip Go numbers were called number 1 and number 10, I believe, which is my Modern Folk Embroidery Style 2022, along with Snow Village. So that's what Whip Go looks like for me next month. I only have one of my other Whip Go calls completed, but that's okay. Next month is March Madness as well. So I downloaded the bracket from Steel City Stitcher. So I can participate in that. I will try to put up voting again on Instagram like I did last year, as well as possible videos for voting like I did in years past. Yeah, I can probably figure that out. And yeah, so I'll go through what's on my bracket. So my first matchup is Holiday Countdown style from this year. I should probably put that. Or last year, 2023. And then Raccoon Rabble. So those will do 1 day each. And then the winner from that bracket will get 2 days after. Like from the 9th to the 10th. And the next matchup is Jack Frost Tree Farm and Endurance. So again, those will get 1 day each. And then they will get 2 days. The winner will get 2 days after that. Next matchup is Snow Village and Modern Folk Embroidery 2022 style. So I just plopped those in today. So the winner from that will get 2 days. And then I was struggling with my last bracket because I didn't want to have pieces that weren't called yet for WhipGo. So I went with Spring Quaker and Winter Quaker as the matchup because neither of those get very much love. So I figured they can go head to head and then get a couple more days depending on who wins that. A lot of people will try to go for finishes on theirs. I'm not necessarily looking for a finish. The only ones that I would care for a finish would be Holiday Countdown or Raccoon Rabble. The other ones are just for some progress. But yeah. So that's what my bracket looks like. And I think that is all I have for today. Now I'm going to rest my voice some more and I want to go to PetSmart, maybe go to the mall, Old Navy. So I think I'll do that because my son wants to stay home and play video games with my husband. So that's what they'll be doing, and then I will go out on my own. All right. I hope everyone has a good week, and we'll see you next week, and it'll be March. Bye.